definitely casted on a project that I have no business doing. But you know what? This has been like needing to happen since like 2017. My friend Montana Crochet gifted me this yarn. It's Lion brand, and it's totally discontinued, but I am obsessed. I love this. And there was a kit made from Caitlin of Originally Lovely, and it's so funny because I know who she is now, you know, but at the time that I got this, like, she was a celeb, still amazing, talented person. But I have been saving this yarn since then and totally been planning to make this turtleneck sweater. And I don't know, I just couldn't resist casting it on. The neighbor dogs are going crazy. So I have to knit this to like 10 inches. And I decided on doing a twisted rib because I think it looks cleaner, because I suck at purls and I'm not going to be knitting backwards on this type of thing when it comes to ribbing. I guess I should mention what the yarn is if you're interested in knowing. It's Lion brand ice cream yarn. This is the colorway Vanilla Bean. It is 100% acrylic. It's a light 3 DK yarn. Obsessed. Let's take a little stitching break because I hear y'all really enjoy watching hands at work. Like mentioned earlier, this was designed by Caitlin Barthold of Originally Lovely. It is called the Vanilla Bean Turtleneck. This design was Caitlin's first kit with Lion brand. Unfortunately, since the yarn is discontinued, it's no longer available there, but you can access the pattern for free on her website. It is graded from a 36¼ to 56-inch bust size. I do believe that any adventurous beginner could knit this. You would need to know how to cast on, knit and purl in the round, and knit in the round, and increase, decrease, and bind off. You would also need to know how to split for sleeves. I personally like to use interchangeable needles just so I can use cords instead of waste yarn or stitch holders. I also use the backwards cast on technique for the added underarm stitches. I'm a 36-inch bust and opted to make size medium for the comfy positive ease. I'd give you an estimate of yardage that I used, but the battery died on my scale. According to pattern, you'll need 1,500 to 2,750 yards. I'd say that we covered a lot of information during this stitch break, so let's get back to my journey. I had to come out to share. It's like golden hour right now, but as you can see by the beautiful sky, I have a turtleneck now. I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna probably go up more fold and up more, but so good. I put it on even longer needles now so I can really try it on. And you know what? I think it's fine. I can probably continue stitching on it. These are my swivel 360s, and I don't necessarily like stitching across the join of it, but it is a nice length to try it on as I go. I still have quite a bit of increasing to do to this part. Y'all, let me just tell you about how I did not swatch. I just jumped right in because I'm living on the edge. This is for fun, okay? It's not work, even though I'm giving you content, but I'm not going to complain to anybody. So I did kind of check a little bit when it was just a little thing there, and it looks like I'm like 3 stitches shy, but the height wise is good. Pre-blocked, but it is acrylic, so I don't expect a whole lot of change. And I probably should have kept up with the twisted rib here, but I didn't. I did a regular thing, you know, regular purls, regular knits there, but I don't hate it. I love this yarn so much. It's tragic that it doesn't exist anymore. So thank God it was gifted to me and that I've hung on to it this long. I have not given an update in a bit because, well, you wouldn't know what a bit is anyway, since I don't give exact dates. Should I start doing that? Anyway, I've got like 4 more increase rounds to go. And I'm spending the weekend, girls weekend with my friend Brandy. So, hopefully I'll have footage to share of like stitching by the bonfire or something cool. Weekends like this are quite literally a breath of fresh air. I have no shame to stitch anywhere with anyone, but sometimes when you're around people that just get it, it feels so good. I first met Brandy as IMO Stitches on Instagram. We've since hung out in real life countless times. In fact, her parents live about 20 minutes from me. Fortunately, they warmly welcome Tamale and I, so we get to sip coffee or other beverages, stitch together, and discuss current events fairly frequently. I highly recommend making local yarn friends or traveling and meeting your virtual ones. I should have recorded this already, and it's like a dreary, rainy, cold day here. Also, I could have just used this tripod and have you set on my windowsill right here, but yeah. What does it matter to you? I'm here to show you the progress that I made over the weekend and discuss some of the things that I did before I go to dinner tonight. And then also, like, this is technically, like, I came home last night and then did some stitching while we watched, like, Cowboy Game and Yellowstone. And then, you know, today is Monday. Yesterday was last night was Sunday. Today is Monday. And so, I mean, I feel like I basically have a full-fledged turtleneck sweater here. Basically, right? I don't know what I was thinking, probably having this done over the weekend. Yeah, right. But, so what I left with when I was a turtleneck and most of the yoke. I had some decreases still to do. And so while I was there, I split for sleeve, or I did some, not decreases, increases. And then I split for sleeves and made all of this body. Down here, I am almost done with the waist shaping. So I got about halfway through the waist shaping. I have one more increase to go, and then I have like a couple inches of body to add, and then I'm 2 ribbing, and the body is done on here, and I'll be doing sleeves. But okay, let's talk about what I screwed up, because, you know, we were drinking, we were chatting, and counting 220 stitches plus, like 220 is on the body, and I think for the size I'm making, and then like 82 each sleeve. Yeah, counting all those stitches correctly was just not going to happen. So I think I did fairly decent, but what happened was I thought I was there, but I wasn't there, and I didn't have enough increases that I needed. So because I had miscounted, I think I had 1 extra stitch on one of these sleeves, and I was supposed to have, yeah, I was basically on the round that was 1 less stitch, and I somehow weaseled 1 extra stitch, and the rest of the areas were correct count. But I had already started the process and splitting the sleeves, so I was like, screw that. So I added those increases into the body, the last one that I needed. So I'm basically missing 2 rounds of length in the yoke before, you know, splitting the sleeves. And I don't think that's going to make a difference in my armhole. We had to cast on stitches for the bottom here, so I think it's going to be fine. I think I'm going to be okay. Look, I haven't tried it on yet because I just don't want to switch cables to try it on, and I don't want to drop any stitches. So I'm just sitting here with curiosity killing me, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll do it later. I think when I put it against me that it fits. I think it fits enough. It's good enough. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. I just added the increases in the body for the front and the back areas. And then, like, I added them kind of in the same place that they would be at. And then I did like 1 round around, because you have to do even rounds in between. And I feel like that matched up for the rest of the body count that I needed. And then it helps also to be right with the body count to do the waist shaping part. Excuse me. So it's fine. I fudged just a little bit and it was okay. And then when the sleeves come, I'll fudge just a little bit on both of those. I might just maintain that same sleeve and like call that one decrease, and I might have, because I don't feel like I want to add the stitches in there and then decrease it. I would much rather it just have stayed that decrease, because I don't think I'm going to need it. I might change my mind when I come back to that part after I try it on after finishing the body. But I feel like it shouldn't take me that long to finish the rest of this after I get the shaping done. And my friend gave me this new yarn sock so it holds my cake so pretty like. And it's Pugs. I love it so much. I think the company is Handmade by Janie. I think it's Janie. Could be Jane with an E. Also, I got some blood on it because I cut myself making pumpkin bread. So I got some blood on here. It looks more on the inside than the outside. And I spilled coffee on here. So you can see, like, I have a coffee stain here. I think I did video that for y'all already from the weekend. You should have already seen like a couple clips of my weekend, or a few clips of my weekend. So, yeah, there were other things that happened in between. I started getting distracted and living in the moment and just stitching away and having fun with friends. So rightfully so, right?
I think it being acrylic, it'll be fine. It'll just wash out and we'll be good to go. Everything is already all right. And it's going to fit perfectly. And it's going to be the sweater that I've wanted for all these years and be so happy that I made it. It's beautifully written. She done. Like officially done, because the ends are woven in and she's washed. I'll never not enjoy acrylics because I love to machine wash and dry. I love the durability. And then when you do it, I like to kill the acrylic. So when you dry it in the dryer, I mean, you can't get over this. I can't get over this drape. This is like gonna be my go-to sweater. Yeah. And I wonder, I haven't tried it like just with it smushed and up instead of like a turtleneck. That's kind of cool too. Like just cowl it. Oh, that's beautiful. You don't like to roll it. I love it. I love it so much. Thanks for watching.